Hello everyone, I am Nita Bhalchandra Dhove, student from Brisang Training Consistency of Dhankoli. Today I will share video on technical topic. The topic is the blood pressure. Let's start these topics. Blood pressure. It is the pressure pressures exerted by the blood to the interior wall of blood vessels. It nearly depends on the diameters of the blood vessels. Average blood pressure is the 120 by 80. The low blood pressure in then 19 to 90 average by 90 19 by 60s, and high blood pressure is 180 to 90. It is the types. There are the two types of blood pressure: systolic blood pressures and diastolic blood pressure. Systolic blood pressures occur during systoles of heart and ventricular contraction raise. The systolic blood pressure is the 100 to 120 mm per hg, and diastolic blood pressure means minimum pressures occur during the diastoles of heart. Examples of ventricular dilations range is the 16 to 80 mmHg, 16 to 80 mmHg, and regulation of blood pressures. It is the normal in change in blood pressures. Example: low BP and high BP. Low blood pressures means blood pressure range is 80 by 60, and high blood pressure means blood pressure range is the 140 to 90, and it depend on the diameters of the blood vessels. And there are the two diameters of blood vessels: vasoconstriction and vasodilation. Vasoconstriction, which are produced by the high blood pressures, and vasodilation, which are produced by the low blood pressures. And mechanisms of the blood pressures. Baroreceptor mechanism. These are those receptors which are located in the blood vessels, in carotid, sinus, and in aortic arc, and these are sensitive for pressure change, which detects a change in blood pressure through the level of stretches on vascular walls and then to the low blood pressure. Low blood pressure is the range is the 80 by 60. These are odd process in the produce low blood pressure. Baroreceptors are sense decrease the blood pressures, and baroreceptors are divided into two system: sympathetic system and parasympathetic system. A sympathetic system which are produce the vasoconstriction, and parasympathetic system which are produce the vasoconstriction, but BP, blood pressure increases, heart rate increases, and cardiac output increases. And baroreceptor, which are release of renin from kidney, and renin, which are convert the angiotensin to angiotensinogens to angiotensin first, and angiotensin first to angiotensin seconds, and then produce the vasoconstriction and reduce the normatide adrenaline, and increase the blood pressures. And for high blood pressure which are produce the high blood pressure range is the 140 by 80, and in this the baroreceptor sense increase the blood pressure which are produce parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system, and sympathetic nervous system which are vasodilation and decrease blood pressures, and vasoreceptor use inhibitors of RAS, ACE inhibitors, and released by bradykinin and acetylcholine to decrease the blood pressure and decrease the blood pressure. And ECG means electrocardiogram. It is the defined as it is the graphical representation of electrical activity of heart or heartbeats, and it is simply to recording the heartbeat and rhythm. And the divide machine, the device machine which is used to measure heartbeat is unknown as electrocardiograph. ECG that main component P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. And these are the all informations about the blood pressures. These are the most important things in our body, and thank you so much.